My girlfriend screamed, "God, you're suffocating me." When I asked why she changed her phone password, I whispered, "You're right, I'll give you space." The space I gave her was so permanent that she had to explain to her parents why she was moving back home at 28. I, 29 male, was sitting on the couch last Tuesday, watching some random documentary about deep-sea creatures. My girlfriend Natalie, 28, was next to me, glued to her phone like usual. We'd been together for 3 years, living together for the last 18 months in my condo. Something felt off lately. Little things. She'd angle her phone away when texting, leave the room to take calls. The usual red flags you read about but convince yourself mean nothing. "Hey babe, can you check if that Thai place is still open?" I asked, reaching for her phone since mine was charging in the bedroom. She practically launched herself across the couch, snatching it away. "I'll check." That's when I noticed. The lock screen didn't respond to my fingerprint anymore. "Did you change your password?" Casual tone. No accusation. What happened next still plays in my head like a bad movie. She exploded. Bass red, voice hitting octaves I'd never heard. "God, you're suffocating me. Why do you need access to my phone? Can't I have any privacy? You're so controlling." I just sat there, stunned. In 3 years, I'd never once gone through her phone. We just had each other's passwords for convenience, checking directions while the other drove, changing music, ordering food. Normal couple stuff. I asked a simple question, "Nat, this is exactly what I mean. Questions, questions, questions. I can't breathe in this relationship. You monitor everything I do." Monitor? I work 50-hour weeks in IT support. Half the time I forget to check my own phone. She stormed to the bedroom, slamming the door hard enough to rattle the pictures on the wall. I sat there, documentary still playing. Some fish at the bottom of the ocean surviving crushing pressure. Ironic. 20 minutes later she emerged with a duffel bag. "I'm going to Jess's. I need space to think." "Okay," I said quietly. "You're right, I'll give you space." She paused at the door, maybe expecting me to beg. I didn't. Just turned back to the documentary. The door clicked shut. "Here's the thing. The condo is mine. Bought it 2 years before we met. She moved in, never paid rent, just split groceries and utilities. I furnished the place, handled maintenance, covered all major expenses. Not because she couldn't contribute, but because she was saving for her photography business. 3 years of saving, 0 equipment purchased. That night, I did some thinking. Really looked at our relationship without the rose-colored glasses. She'd been staying out late with work friends I'd never met. Her Instagram stories showed bars and clubs on nights she said she was at photography workshops. The password change was just the latest flag in a parade of red flags I'd been ignoring. Wednesday morning, I made some decisions. Update 1. Natalie hadn't come home. A few texts about needing time to process and how I needed to work on my control issues. I responded once, "Take all the time you need." Meanwhile, I got practical. First, I changed the locks. My condo, my right, cost me $300 for a good smart lock system. Named the new lock code Freedom. Petty? Maybe. Satisfying? Absolutely. Second, I texted her, "Your belongings will be in boxes in the lobby storage room. Code is 2024. Please arrange pickup by Sunday." Her response was colorful. 17 messages in rapid succession. Here's a sampling. "WTF? You can't just kick me out. This is my home too. I have rights. You psycho control freak. I was just taking a break. We're not broken up. Answer me. This is illegal eviction." I sent one reply. "You wanted space. I'm respecting that. This is the space you requested." Then I muted her number and got to work. Packing her stuff was enlightening. Designer clothes with tags still on, interesting for someone who cried poverty whenever restaurant bills came. A jewelry box full of pieces I'd never seen her wear, and in her desk drawer, printed emails. From someone named Derek. "Can't wait to see you again, beautiful. Last night was incredible. When are you gonna leave him?" Dating back 2 months, I didn't read more, just added them to the box labeled desk stuff. Thursday, her mom called. "Patricia. Usually sweet lady, but not today. What did you do to my daughter? She's hysterical. You changed the locks. How could you be so cruel?" "Patricia, Natalie said I was suffocating her and needed space. I'm giving her exactly what she asked for." "That's not what she meant, and you know it. She just needed a few days to cool off." "Did she tell you she changed her phone password and screamed at me for asking why, or about Derek?" Silence. "Who's Derek?" "Ask your daughter." I hung up. Friday morning, 7 a.m. Bang, bang, bang on my door. "Open up. I know you're in there." I checked the doorbell camera. Natalie, looking rough. Hair unwashed, same clothes from Tuesday. I spoke through the intercom. Your things are in storage room B12. Code is 2024. Let me in, we need to talk. You wanted space, Natalie. I'm giving you space. This isn't what I meant. Stop being dramatic. I'm not being dramatic. I'm being literal. You said you couldn't breathe in this relationship. Now you have all the air you need. I live here. No, you stayed here, rent-free, while seeing Derek. Dead silence. Then quieter. How did you? Storage room B12, code 224. Please don't come back. She tried everything. Tears, threats, even attempted to guilt me with 3 years. You're throwing away 3 years. I didn't respond again. Eventually she left. But this was just the beginning. Update 2. The entitlement escalation was actually impressive. Like watching a masterclass in audacity. Saturday she recruited her flying monkeys. Her best friend Jess showed up at my building. Couldn't get past the lobby since I'd removed Natalie from the approved visitors list, so she called me. You need to let me up. Nat forgot some important things. Everything was in the storage room. What did I miss? Her grandmother's ring. I almost laughed. Jess, I met Natalie's grandmother. She's alive and wearing all her rings. Try again. Fine. She needs her camera equipment for a job. What camera equipment? In 3 years, she never bought any. Click. Sunday was when things got interesting. I got a text from an unknown number. Hey, this is Derek. Man to man, what you're doing to Natalie is messed up. She just needed some time to figure things out. Be a decent guy and let her come home. The audacity. The guy sleeping with my girlfriend wants me to be decent? I didn't reply. Instead, I did something better. See, Natalie had used my laptop for her photography portfolio website. Still had the login saved. Legally questionable to access it? Maybe. Did I care? Nope. Her portfolio was sparse. 15 photos total, all taken with an iPhone. But the real gold was in the back end. She'd been messaging clients through the site's contact form, except the clients were all Derek. Baby, he's working late again tonight. Come over. Can't wait to move in with you once I get my stuff. He's so boring. You make me feel alive. 3 months of messages. The photography workshops? Code for Derek's apartment. I took screenshots of everything. Not for revenge. For evidence. Because I knew what was coming. Monday morning, I got an email from someone claiming to be Natalie's lawyer, demanding I let her retrieve her belongings and threatening legal action for illegal eviction. I forwarded it to my buddy who's an actual lawyer. His response? LOL. This is from a Gmail account. No lawyer uses Gmail for official correspondence. Also, she was never a tenant. Tell them to pound sand. I replied professionally. As previously communicated, all belongings were made available for retrieval. No landlord-tenant relationship existed. Please do not contact me again. Tuesday brought new tactics. Natalie posted on social media. We'd unfollowed each other, but mutual friends kept me informed. Some people show their true colors when you ask for basic human respect. 3 years of building a life together, and he throws me out like trash because I wanted some privacy. Ladies, this is why you should never depend on a man. Currently homeless because I asked for space. My ex is a textbook narcissist. The comments were a mix of support and skepticism. Some mutual friends knew better. My buddy Tom commented, "Didn't you cheat on him with some guy named Derek?" Post deleted within an hour, but the real entitlement hadn't even peaked yet. Wednesday, I got home from work to find the building manager waiting. "Mr. Brooks, we had an incident today. A young woman tried to convince maintenance that she was locked out of your unit, said she lost her key, showed an old photo of you two together as proof she lived here. Let me guess, Natalie? She became aggressive when they wouldn't let her in. We had to call security. She's now banned from the property." I bought the building staff donuts the next day. Thursday was quiet, too quiet. I should have known she was planning something. Friday afternoon, I'm at work when my phone explodes. Texts, calls, emails from family, friends, co-workers. Natalie had sent a mass email from my contact list. How? Remember that portfolio website? Turns out she had access to my Google contacts through the shared computer. The email was a masterpiece of delusion. "Dear friends and family of my name, I'm reaching out because I'm deeply concerned about his mental health. After 3 years together, he's had some kind of breakdown. He changed the locks while I was visiting my sick mother, threw out my belongings, and is now spreading lies about me. I've tried to get him help, but he refuses. He's become paranoid, claiming I've been unfaithful, completely untrue, and has cut me off from our shared life without warning. If you could please reach out to him and encourage him to seek professional help, I would be grateful. I'm currently staying with friends as I have nowhere else to go. With love and concern, Natalie. The sick mother part was especially rich. Her mom lived 20 minutes away and played tennis 3 times a week. My phone rang. My mom, "Honey, what's going on?" Natalie sent, "Mom, she cheated. I have proof." She screamed at me for asking about her phone password, said I was suffocating her, and left. "I'm fine. She's trying to manipulate everyone." "Oh, thank God. Your father said it sounded like bullcrap. Forward me those screenshots. I'll handle the family." My mom, the real MVP. I spent 2 hours sending the same reply to everyone. Natalie cheated and is now upset about facing consequences. I'm fine. She doesn't live here and never has. Please block her email. Most people got it. Some didn't. Whatever. But I wasn't done. See, Natalie had crossed a line with that mass email. Time to return the favor. Update 3. After the email stunt, I decided to stop playing defense. Saturday morning, I created a simple Google Doc. Title: The Truth About Natalie last name and Derek last name. Contents: screenshots of her messages to Derek through her website, the printed emails I'd found, text exchange showing her admitting she knew Derek, timeline of her photography workshops matching Derek's Instagram posts from his apartment, her social media posts calling me a narcissist, with Tom's comment about Derek visible. I didn't add commentary, just facts, screenshots, dates. Then I shared it. Not publicly, I'm not that petty. Just replied to her mass email with, "Since Natalie chose to involve everyone in our personal business, here's the actual story. Make your own judgments." The fallout was immediate. Her mom called within an hour. "Is this real?" "Every word, Patricia. I'm sorry you had to find out this way. She told me you were controlling, that you monitored her phone." I asked why she changed her password. "Once. That was my entire crime." Patricia hung up. Later heard from Tom that Natalie got an earful. Apparently, Patricia doesn't tolerate cheaters. Her ex-husband had cheated years ago. Sunday brought desperation. Natalie created a new Instagram account to message me. "Take down that document now. You're ruining my life." "You ruined your own life. I'm just documenting it." "Derek dumped me because of you." "Derek dumped you because you're a cheater who got caught." "I have nothing now. No home, no boyfriend, nothing. Sounds like you have all the space you wanted. I'll sue you for defamation. Truth is an absolute defense. Google it." She sent 23 more messages. I didn't read them. Monday was beautiful. Natalie's dad reached out. Richard had always been quiet during family dinners, letting Patricia do the talking. Not today. "Son, I want to apologize. Patricia showed me everything. We didn't raise her to act like this." "It's not your fault, Richard. We've been enabling her. Paying her credit cards, making excuses. That stops now. She's 28 years old, acting like a teenager. What are you going to do? She's been living with us since you kicked her out, told us you had a breakdown. We believed her. Now, she has 30 days to find a job and her own place." The justice was delicious. Tuesday through Thursday were quiet. I focused on work, hit the gym, caught up with friends I'd neglected while dating Natalie. Felt good. Free. Friday changed everything. I got home to find a note taped to my door. Property management letterhead. "Mr. Brooks, a Miss Natalie last name attempted to access your unit today with what appeared to be a locksmith. Security intervened, police were called, full report attached. She is now officially trespassed from the property. Any further attempts will result in arrest." Management. The attached report was wild. She'd convinced some sketchy locksmith that she was locked out of her apartment. When security confronted them, she doubled down, claiming I was her abusive ex who illegally evicted her. Security called the police. Police asked for proof of residency. She couldn't provide any. No mail, no lease, nothing. Because she'd never officially lived there. The locksmith bolted. Natalie tried to talk her way out of it. When police ran her name, they found the trespass warning from last week. She got arrested. Actually arrested for criminal trespass. I found out the full story from Tom, who heard from Jess, who was apparently done with Natalie's drama. Natalie spent 6 hours in jail before her parents bailed her out. Richard refused to come. Patricia had to do it alone. The conditions of her release? Stay away from my building and have no contact with me. You'd think that would be the end. You'd be wrong. Final update. The extinction burst, as Reddit would call it, though I said I wouldn't use that term, it fits too perfectly, was spectacular. Week 3 started with Natalie trying to get her photography business off the ground. She created a Facebook page, Instagram business account, the works, posted constantly about new beginnings and rising from the ashes of toxic relationships. Problem? She had no equipment, no portfolio beyond those iPhone shots, and no actual clients. But she did have audacity. She messaged everyone on my friends list offering discounted photo sessions because she was rebuilding after financial abuse. Yeah, she actually claimed I financially abused her by let her live rent-free for 18 months. Most people ignored her. Some called her out. My coworker Shane was brutal. Didn't you cheat on him while he paid all your bills? That's not financial abuse. That's a free ride ending. She blocked him and made a post about toxic masculinity. By Thursday, her parents had enough. Richard called me. Ryan, I'm sorry to bother you, but has Natalie tried contacting you? Not directly. She's banned from my building and there's a no contact order. Good, keep it that way. We gave her an ultimatum, get a job or get out. She chose to get out. Where did she go? Derek took her back. Temporarily, he says. We'll see how long that lasts. It lasted exactly 4 days. Monday morning, Jess texted me. We'd maintained a weird friendship through all this. She'd realized Natalie had been lying to her too. OMG, Nat just showed up at my apartment with all her stuff. Derek kicked her out. What happened? She moved in Thursday. By Sunday, he was done. Apparently she demanded he add her to his lease, give her a credit card, and buy her a $3,000 camera. When he said no, she called him controlling. The irony. So she's with you now? Hell no. I told her I wasn't running a halfway house for cheaters. She's in a motel. The motel saga deserved its own post. Natalie, now truly desperate, started a GoFundMe. Help a domestic abuse survivor get back on her feet. Goal, $10,000. The description was a work of fiction. According to her, I'd isolated her from friends and family, controlled her finances, and thrown her out when she stood up for herself. She needed money for security deposit on an apartment, a car. Apparently I'd stolen hers. We never shared a car. Photography equipment for her business. Therapy for her trauma. She raised $127. Someone donated $100 with the comment for therapy. You need it. The other $27 came from her aunt who probably didn't read the description. When the GoFundMe flopped, she went nuclear. She created a TikTok. The video? Her crying in her motel room, claiming she was homeless because she asked for privacy in her relationship. It went semi-viral, 50K views, mostly people calling out the obvious lies in her story. Best comment, girl, you're not homeless from asking for privacy. You're homeless from asking for privacy while getting your back blown out by Derek. There's a difference. But the absolute peak entitlement came Wednesday night. My doorbell camera alerted me to movement. 11:47 p.m. There she was, Natalie, standing at my building's entrance, just standing there, staring at the door. Security was already on it, watching from inside. She didn't try to enter, just stood there for 20 minutes. Then she started talking, to the door. I know you can see me on your camera. I just want to talk. I made mistakes, okay? But 3 years, Ryan. 3 years should mean something. You were right, I was seeing Derek. But it didn't mean anything. You were always so stable. So boring. I needed excitement, but I see now that stable is good. I need stable. I'll delete everything. The posts, the GoFundMe, all of it. Just let me come home, please. It's cold out here and I'm tired of motel beds. I know you're listening. You always have those cameras recording. That's why I changed my password. I knew you'd find out about Derek if you saw my texts. But see, I was trying to protect you. I didn't want you to get hurt. The mental gymnastics were Olympic level. Security finally intervened. Ma'am, you need to leave. The police have been called. She ran. Actually ran in heels, stumbling down the street. The next morning, Patricia called. Her voice was tired. She showed up here at 3 a.m. Richard wouldn't let her in. She slept in her car in our driveway. I'm sorry you're dealing with this, Patricia. We enabled this for years, always making excuses, always bailing her out. Did you know she was fired from her last 3 jobs? We didn't tell anyone, just kept giving her money. What are you gonna do? Richard found a program. Like rehab, but for people who need to learn basic life skills. Budgeting, accountability, job training. It's in another state. We're giving her a choice, the program or complete cutoff. Think she'll go? She doesn't have anywhere else left. That was Thursday. Friday, I got one last message through LinkedIn of all places. I'm going away for a while. My parents are making me. I still think you overreacted, but whatever. I hope you're happy now. You won. Enjoy your stupid apartment and your boring life. Natalie. I didn't respond. Didn't need to. She was right about one thing. I won. Not the game she thought we were playing, but my life back. I kept the screenshots and documents, just in case. Changed all my passwords, upgraded my security system, and made sure she was blocked on everything. It's been quiet for 2 weeks now. Blissfully quiet. I come home to my apartment, just mine, no drama, no lies, no suffocation accusations. I can leave my phone anywhere without worry. My bank account is recovering nicely without a freeloader. Tom asked if I regret being so harsh. I told him the truth. My only regret is not seeing the red flags sooner. When someone tells you you're suffocating them for asking a simple question, believe them. Give them all the space they want. Sometimes the best revenge isn't elaborate. It's just stepping back and letting someone face the natural consequences of their choices. Natalie wanted space. She got an entire universe of it. Her parents sent me a Christmas card last week. Inside, Patricia wrote, "She's in the program. Actually working. Still blames everyone else but baby steps. Thank you for finally holding her accountable. Maybe she'll grow up before she's 30. Maybe, maybe not. Either way, not my problem anymore. The apartment's never felt bigger.